Hey everyone, thanks for joining us at WashingtonFishAdventures.com. I'm going to do a quick tutorial today on how to roll yarn balls. It's wintertime here in Washington, getting to be wintertime, and it's time for winter steelhead. Also some late coho around, so this year has been a really good coho year. This is December of 2014, and the river that I'm going to go to this weekend is definitely full of late coho, and it's got winter steel showing up, so I'm really looking forward to it. And on this particular river, normally I would do these for steel, but the coho there will hit the same thing, so that's fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. So yarn balls are really easy. This is going to be a quick video. You just go get your favorite yarn. The best colors I like are pink and white. Orange does fine, and I have had steelhead grab onto chartreuse as well. So any four of these colors, or any color you want. Get creative, try different stuff. Red, black, white, the nightmare pattern. Try whatever you want and see what works. That's the great thing about it. But it really is super easy, so this will be quick. So I'm going to start with pink and white. That's my favorite. And you can either do these single, you can just do the two strands together, or you can double them up if you want a little bit thicker of a yarn ball once you roll it at the end. I'm just going to do a single for now. And I clip it a little bit long so I can wrap the stretchy thread around it, and that's really all you need is yarn, stretchy thread, and scissors. That's it. So you cut off a section. You can roll them together to try to get a different pattern after you tie them. I'm just going to do it normal. So I have the pink and the white. I cut that off. I get a little bit of stretchy thread off. I like to do 7 to 10 wraps and then pull it tight. I'll do 7 for the video. Sometimes I do 10. Either way. As long as you get it around there enough times to create that bond in between the thread, it'll latch onto itself and it'll stay. So I'm just wrapping it around right in the middle. And I lost count because I was talking to you guys. Thank you for distracting me. And that's enough times. I can feel it's solid in the middle, so I'm going to pull it tight until it snaps off. And then I always look for the long piece that was underneath, pull that tight, and then I usually clip that off pretty close. Alright, cool. Stretchy thread is done. Now you can see it's tied in the middle. So what I'm going to kind of do is I'm going to leave them like this. And with the scissors, I'm just going to cut like a round half circle on each side. So have some sharp scissors. Start arcing around as you cut. You don't have to do it perfect, but general round shape. And then you can trim it later as well. I trim that side kind of short. Normally I do it a little bit longer and then trim it back if needed, but even that's okay. That'll fluff up. It's fine. So on the other side, maybe I'll trim it a little bit longer this time. And again, kind of an arc as you're cutting around. Alright, right on. Came out kind of short too, but again, that's fine. Depending on water conditions, you might need a small presentation. The river that I'm going to be fishing this weekend, I am going to make them a little bit bigger than this. Probably later tonight I'll make a bunch of these. But this is fine for illustration purposes. So I'm kind of spreading the fibers apart, getting them kind of fluffy and staticky and sticking to each other. And then you're just going to put it in the middle of your hands. You don't want to smash it down and roll your hands. You want to have your hands cupped. So you're just rolling the outside of it to get that static electricity going, and just kind of check it until it's the shape you want. But yeah, you want your hands cupped. So you're just rolling the outside of the fibers. And just kind of keep going around, again, until you get a nice puffy looking ball shape that you're happy with. It's a happy, puffy little ball. Love you, Bob Ross. Alright, so now we got our little happy pink and white fluffy yarn ball. It's going to go to happy steelhead land and get inside one of those Nice looking fish's mouth. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Alright, cool. So again, for illustration purposes, that's fine. I could trim it down if I want to. But basically you come out with a rolled up little ball. It's not as dense as some guys that you might see that roll them. But again, I'll do another one real quick. Why not? I'm going to do... Actually, I'll do 3 of them this time. I'll put a little bit of chartreuse in there. And I'll double them up so you can see what I'm talking about. So I just kind of double them back, and yeah, you're going to probably waste a little more yarn. But these come out real dense. So I doubled them back, I'm holding them, I'm just going to cut that section off. And this time I kind of will mix them up. I'll kind of weave them and see what happens. Kind of just braid them. I'm not terribly familiar with braiding, but I'll give it a go. Again, I'm just trying to kind of mix them up so when it rolls out into the ball, hopefully it'll be a cool pattern. Alright, cool. That is my best guy attempt at braiding. So laugh at me now. Alright, again, just a little section of stretchy thread right around the middle. And you don't have to clip off this much. I'm going to double it back up. You know, some guys are really good at not wasting yarn. I probably waste more than I should, but it is what it is. Yarn is fairly cheap. So I'm going to wrap it. 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys aren't distracting me this time. 5, 6, and we'll go with lucky 7. Bam, snap that off. Look for that long end underneath. There it is. Pull that, and you can kind of feel it get tight and stretch out, and then I clip that pretty close to the middle. Snip, snip. Alright, so now you can see we've got way more material to work with. So again, I'm going to hold it long ways and cut in a half circle pattern. And I'll do a little bit bigger this time. Sharp scissors are your friend here. Very sharp scissors. So you can see it's not perfect, but it's basically an arcing pattern. So we'll do the same thing on the other side. The nice thing about yarn balls is you can load them up with scent. I usually try to put the scent right in the middle where the thread is, because I don't want too much. I use sand shrimp oil a lot, so I don't want the oil to weigh down the fibers too much, so I just put a couple drops right in the middle and then reapply. Probably that stuff lasts a while. I reapply maybe once every 30-45 minutes. Shout out to Procure sand shrimp oil, go get you some. I'm going to trim that down just a little bit. Alright, right on. I like the shape of that. I'm going to trim this side down a little bit. Actually, yep, I got some crazy hairs there. I'm going to round this out a little bit more. Alright, cool. I'm happy enough with that. And I definitely would recommend putting something down, because I don't know if you can see all the fibers that are on this sheet that I have laid down, but you're going to be covered in yarn fibers for sure. Alright, cool. So I'm going to start spreading them out. Just kind of get them started. Get that static electricity started. And we might have to trim this one when we're done, we'll see. Alright, cool. So you can see it now. Start rolling it with cupped hands. You'll start getting a more round shape. You can kind of rotate it turn it so you're getting all the sides. Right on, look at that. Super quick, super easy. So try different color combos, try doubling them up, tripling them. I mean, you can make them thick, and then if that's too big for you, you can simply trim it down and roll it again and get it to the size you want. So super quick, super easy, no reason not to do this yourself. I mean, the store-bought ones definitely do work, but you can make a ton of these in an evening and just be ready to go. So go out there, get some winter steelhead. I will hopefully have a cool video of catching something with these. I've also got other stuff lined up, but let's see. Let's see if the follow-up video to this is catching some hogs. All right, thanks everybody for visiting. Feel free to subscribe if I could talk tonight. And I will see you around the website. It's still early, and I'm still adding content all the time, so keep checking back. And you can also find us on Facebook at Washington Fish Adventures. All right, thanks everybody.